have we have some that are having a hard time logging in. So let's just wait for them for a few minutes and we'll check back in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Crystals webinar. This is hosted by Empowerment Life Coaching and Crystal Secrets. How are you, everybody? Are you here? Can you hear me all right? Can you see me? Okay. We have some viewers here from Dubai and some of them from the Philippines. Just please wave hi to let me know that you're able to hear me all right. How are you guys? Right. So welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Crystals. No, hi, hello, crystals. So, good. All right, so let's begin. Today, this webinar is brought to you by, of course, Empowerment. We are Empowerment Life Coaching. We empower young adults and professionals to feel confident, happy, fulfilled by helping them align with their life purpose and to shift their limiting beliefs into an empowering mindset with ease, grace, and fun. Right? And I am Ayan. Oops, sorry, I think my share isn't being shared. Okay. Can you see? Let me 1 minute. There you go. I think you can you see this now. Let's just double check. Right. I have to put you on you guys. Right. Okay. So I am Ayan. I am a manifestation mindset and abundance guide. I'm a data healing practitioner. I'm an empowerment life coach and an intuitive business coach. I help passionate and talented individuals to channel their energy into their brand and business in a way that feels deeply aligned and focused so that they can bring their dreams to reality. But I also love crystals. So today's presentation, we will be doing a quick introduction to crystal healing. We will learn how to choose our crystals. We'll talk about how we will have crystals and their uses, cleansing and charging crystals. And since I'm a manifestation guide, we'll be doing a quick manifestation meditation with crystals at the end of the session. So crystals and healing. So crystals carry certain energies that can positively impact our own. Similar to magnets, crystals and gems use energy to attract or repel. Before we head on, I just wanted to have a quick check. Who among here already have crystals? If you can just type it in the message box below. And what do you know about crystals? So I think a lot of people here already have crystals, right? So okay, so that's good. So this is going to be a very easy class. This is actually the basic. It's a 101, if you will, of crystals. So just quick check, because some people, we realize that they do have crystals, but they don't really, know how to use them, know what to do with them. So, right. So I see a lot of you all have crystals, like Regina, Mare, Lenny, Carice, Jenny. Cool. That's nice. Right. So, okay, so crystal healing, when you place certain stones over certain parts of your body, they interact with your individual energy fields, also known as your chakras. So your energy transforms, vibrates, and moves and shifts in accordance with the properties and energetic signature of the crystals. So I'm sure since you have crystals, when you hold them, they would feel differently. They would feel, sometimes you get like a tingling sensation. Sometimes you feel calm when you hold certain crystals. So, so this is exactly what crystal healing is, because you vibrate towards a certain, you have certain vibrations, and the crystals have certain vibrations. So, you sort of like match each other when you use your crystals. So And because crystals are said to have a stable and unchanging energy pattern, each with a unique frequency and energy field or resonance that gives them special properties, which is why they are used as an alternative healing energy, right? Crystal healing is essentially allowing the vibrations of the crystals to affect yours, right? So how do we choose our crystals? How do we, how do we choose our crystals? How do we select? So essentially, when we do, it's normally based on intuition, right? Using your senses will drive you to what you need rather than your mind dragging to what it thinks it should. So when you go to the crystal shop, you tend to reach out for, instead of we energetically reach out for what we need. Depends on the color, feel, or whatever we learned about the stone. So sometimes, you pass by the store and you see like one crystal that you just keep, circling around, or when you touch it, you feel that it's slightly different, or sometimes the texture. Like for me, I'm a sort of like a feeler. So when I select crystals, I want to feel I want to hold it in my hand and feel how it feels in my hand when I hold it. So I look for certain smoothness, that kind of thing. And for yes, so Mary, so when you buy crystals online, sometimes like you can ask the supplier, or you can ask whoever's selling it to send you pictures to see how it is. Of course, we can't really feel with the online stores, but sometimes you know that you want a crystal just by looking at it. Like when you scroll at Instagram, you see that crystal and then you think like, oh, this looks really, really nice. So in that way, the crystal calls out to you. So sometimes like it's about the color, it's about the when for example, if you have like say a moss agate, you want to see how the colors of the green and the white mixes together. So that's how you select which ones you feel would look nice. So that's why it's very good, like if you're the person who's selling your crystals, they do like zoom videos, or that kind of zoomed in videos of the crystals for you to be able to see, and then you would be able to sort of like visualize it or imagine it in your head how it feels like to have that crystal, right? So at the end of the day, it's always just intuition. Oops, sorry. Right? Okay, and then also what we can do is you could use intentions. So when we shop for crystals, we think about what we want to bring into our lives. So for example, if you're in need of a little more love, then most likely you're going to look up crystals that are focused on love, like rose quartz, like rhodochrosite, and those kinds of things. So, and if you want to go into healing, then you might want to think about looking into amethyst. So it depends on what you are looking for to bring into your life. So it's more now usage based, right? So when you have a particular problem or challenge you're currently facing, you could look that up and see what crystal could help you. So what aspect of your life do you want guidance with? Feel into what it seems out of balance and trust your intuition to come out with the most significant crystal for you at this time, right? So in terms of like color, if we're looking for crystals, we would want to see like the general dark color crystals would focus on safeguarding an individual, black for protection, brown for cleansing, white for purity, green, mostly for calm, green and blue, and pink are focused on love, red on energy, yellow on wealth and plenty. So it depends on what you're looking for. So maybe you could be guided by colors, and through colors you'll be guided by their functions as well, right? So what we've done is we've put together some of the most common crystals that we have that you let me just because I can't see the chat at the same time. So one of the most common crystals that we have, and we will discuss each of their properties one by one, right? So crystal quartz is one of the most common. It is referred to as a master healer. It is the most adaptable crystal. It has many properties and can be programmed for any purpose. So this clear quartz is very special because it has a powerful energy enhancing properties. So it can amplify the energy of other crystals. So for example, if you are using your rose quartz for love, if you want to, give it a little boost, then you would want to pair it with a clear quartz so that it would magnify what the other crystal is doing for you. So the clear quartz is very powerful healer and can bring clarity of mind. So it's a great crystal for meditation and it will help cleanse your aura. So this crystal also absorbs energy very easily. So it's very important to cleanse it often, right? Amethyst is probably the most popular of all minerals. It is a powerful crystal. It purifies negative energy. It's perfect for protection. It's great for releasing stress and promoting concentration, which makes it great for meditation. So it's also used to strengthen your natural physical abilities. And because this is, mostly a healing crystal, it has a very, very calm energy. Some people place amethyst under their pillows to promote restful sleep and fight nightmares. So if you want to have like a nice deep sleep, you can put an amethyst under your pillow. Right? Cool. Yes, Lenny, that's really nice. Rose quartz is also one of the most popular. So of course, it's the crystal of love. It's the ultimate heart healer. So it's not only about getting new love into your life, it's also about healing emotional pain or encouraging self-love. It can help resolve negative emotions and facilitate forgiveness and compassion. So this again is a very sort of like calming stone. So this would really open up your heart to a lot of healing, to a lot of forgiveness. And if you want to amplify the healing effect of this crystal, you can get a piece of the rose quartz in the shape of a heart, or you can wear a piece of the rose quartz near your heart. So if you put it in a necklace, that's going to, really, really be nice. Yeah. Citrine is a stone of prosperity, is a merchant stone. So it's associated with creativity and wealth. So if you want to be, get a little abundance in, it's a stone for happiness. So it boosts happiness. So if you're happy, then most likely you're gonna attract abundance into your life. So it can also assist you with standing firmly within your personal power, self-confidence, and establishing healthy boundaries in every area of your life. Now, citrine, the natural citrine is actually pale yellow, like so. But if you find that a citrine is dark yellow, it is most probably heat-treated amethyst. So this means that this is an amethyst from the beginning and has been heated until it turns yellow. Now, there is some debate whether, it's effective or not, because it is like not really citrine and it's an amethyst, but at the end of the day, it's energy. So you can feel like you can get both effects of the two stones together, amethyst and citrine. And if that's something that you like, then that will work for you. Like for me, I have this. I have both the natural citrine and the heat treated amethyst. I find that the natural citrine has a certain very light energy to it, but I feel that the heat treated amethyst is actually a little bit more stronger, but both of them makes me happy. So, I wear them both. So it doesn't really matter, but well, it depends on you. It's still your preference at the end of the day. Okay. Black obsidian has powerful properties and is often worn to shield against negativity. So black is for protection. So black obsidian can help ease tension. It is used for meditation and it will help you find creative way through your problems. So also, if you're having trouble sleeping at night, you would be able to use a black obsidian in your pillowcase or on your nightstand or just near wherever you are sleeping, and it will help you decompress towards the end of the day. And you can ground yourself so that you don't feel like erratic, and you'll be able to find yourself into a more peaceful sleep. Selenite is also one of the most popular stones. It can dispel negative energy and facilitate connection to powerful guides, guardians, or higher self. So it's a very interesting looking crystal with translucent pearly color. So it has these little stripes, but then when you get into a more higher grade selenite, the translucent stripes lessens. So but it's good all the same. So it calms and soothes oneself and brings a sense of tranquility. It is also used to clear mental confusion. So it can be used to help solve problems and bring mental clarity. So, it's a good stone to put next to your workplace or well at home generally, so that you can, everything will be clear and calm when you go home. Tiger's Eye is a grounding stone and it has a lot of earth energies. It encourages wise use of personal power. It gives courage, confidence, and encourages growth. So it's also used to clear mental confusion and it can be used to solve problems and bring mental clarity. So this is yellowish stone, brown yellowish stone. So it inspires creativity when it comes to creating and growing wealth. So this helps you if you are, making decisions. So yes, so a tiger's eye pendulum mare would be able to help you guide you in making decisions because since you're using your personal power, you would be able to tap into that when you make your decisions, especially when you use your pendulum. Right. And the green aventurine is one of my favorite stones. So it's stone of luck and prosperity. It is stone of opportunity. It aids in seeing alternatives and possibilities. It is actually a heart stone. So this activates your heart chakra and it calms anger and irritation and promotes feelings of well-being. So what it does is it releases old patterns, habits, disappointment, so new growth can take place. Right? So these are the more common known crystals and they are included in the beginner's crystal kit that will be given away by Crystal Secrets at the end of the not will be given away today in a raffle later on, right? So just also a reminder for those who are joining in the raffle, Dubai UAE residents, that please send your IG names to us so that we can check if you followed empowerment and if you followed Crystal Secrets for you to qualify for the raffle. So Crystal Secrets will be doing the raffle later on and we'll be announcing that in the stories. But if you haven't followed any of us yet, then please do so now and share your IG handle with us so that we can check and get you qualified, right? Yes. Next. So now we will look into crystals for protection and grounding. So what we do when we work with crystals is we usually set intentions, and we can set intentions by using affirmations, right? So for protection and grounding, these are some of the most common crystals that are used, right? So most of them are black. And black tourmaline here transmute negative energies into positive ones. It is a powerful stone and can help reduce stress and anxiety while bringing you a sense of peace. So this is one of my favorite stones. You don't need to, it doesn't need to be big. It doesn't have to be like, you can always just carry a black tourmaline with you or any of these protection and grounding stones. When you carry this, you feel protected and that it reduces the negative energies coming in. So hematite here focuses and helps in focusing, centering, and stabilizing. So that's how it helps ground you, right? So think black tourmaline would be more for protection, hematite would be more for grounding. Black obsidian, we've talked about earlier, is for purification and transformation. So it also absorbs negative energy and purifies it. Red jasper is for strength and stability. It will help with boundaries and problem solving. So what we would want to do with the stones is to hold them while we do grounding. So grounding is like centering all of your energies. So if you feel frazzled, this is for you. So all you have to do is you close your eyes and then you imagine bringing all the negative energy around you, pulling them in and directing them down to the center of the earth. And then you imagine that you're there and you release all of your worries, your tension, negative energy, and all of those there. And this stone will help you calm and bring all of those in. Okay, good. I see you guys are sending in your IG handles to Lenny now. Cool. Right. And okay, so for sleep. So a lot of us, since we work a lot, we have some of us have a lot of worries in our head. We do need help with sleep. So selenite is a good stone for that. It cleanses the aura and it's very calming. So it removes the negative energy and it will help you sleep. So like we said earlier, hematite helps you ground. So it also protects you from electromagnetic radiation. So, it's a good stone to put next to your phone when you sleep. So what you could do is that, before you sleep, you put the hematite right next to your phone so that you don't feel bothered by the electromagnetic radiation. And then clear quartz will bring you clarity. It will help defog your mind, release your worries. So that way, if you don't have any worries, you'll be able to sleep well. And amethyst is, like I said, it's a calming and healing stone. So, it would be able to aid you with sleeping. We mentioned earlier putting it under your pillow. You can put any of these under your pillow. But what we could also do is when we meditate with it, you just hold it in your hand, close your eyes and say, I release the day. I am calm and peaceful now. And then let that sink in. Let the energy of the crystal affect you. And then you can go on to sleep. Okay, so new beginnings. So new beginnings is if you were embarking on a new journey. So these are some of the crystals that will help you with that. Black tourmaline is for protection, as always. So it will help you feel safe and secure as you embark on a new journey. So when you have a black tourmaline, whatever other people say, it won't affect you as much because you feel protected. You're protected from all of the negative energy. So you shield yourself from all of those. And then that way you can focus on whatever you're doing. Sodalite is a blue crystal and it'll help you in creating order and enhances insight, right? So you'd be able to bring focus into what you want to do. And rose quartz, of course, will bring you love, peace, and happiness. And it will also remind you to be gentle with yourself as you begin this new journey, wherever it is that you're embarking on. Malachite is a stone of transformation. It reduces procrastination and it helps you take conscious, positive actions. So what we could do, an good affirmation for this is that, things are always working out for me. So at the start of the morning when you're, I don't know, new beginning, I'm thinking of like if you're applying for a new job, if you're looking for a new house or whatever, then you can just say, say a little prayer, say a little meditation, and just say things are always working out for me, holding these crystals. And again, you let the energy of the crystals affect you. Love, romance, and happiness. So this is very, very common. Who wouldn't want to have love always? So green aventurine, I mentioned before, is a heartstone. So it will make you feel very positive towards yourself. So, and pink tourmaline, it encourages gentleness and compassion. So if black tourmaline is for protection, then I reckon pink tourmaline would, just envelop you with love if you think of it that way. And crystal quartz will help you be crystal clear about the feelings and thoughts that you would like to magnify. So like we said earlier, if you pair crystal quartz with any of the stones, it will boost it. So if you want to use rose quartz with the crystal quartz, or you want to use green aventurine with the crystal quartz, it's going to give it that boost. And amethyst, since it is a versatile crystal, it will help you with your emotions and bring you into balance. So a good affirmation that you can use with this is that I am loved and I am enough. So if you say this every morning, every day, it's going to be wonderful for you. Okay. And health and wellness. So as you can see, green aventurine is very popular. So green aventurine can also help you with your health and wellness because it releases patterns, habits, and disappointments. So it's a stone of change. It's a stone of yeah, it's a heart stone. So if you're able to release old patterns and release all habits and disappointments, and that won't affect you, and that would lead into a happier, healthier you, right? And then citrine brings you a zest for life. You will become more joyful, more happy. And if you are joyful and happy, you are less likely to be sick, right? And carnelian boosts energy, vitality, and motivation. And pyrite blocks out negative energy and boosts self-worth and confidence. And amethyst, since a healing crystal, it will help with again with your emotions and bring you to balance. So a good affirmation to have is a very colorful set, right? So it's very nice. Um, Reminds me of your veggies, but right. So a good affirmation for this is I am happy, healthy, and complete. And one that we like to talk about the most with crystals is money and abundance, right? So green aventurine, stone of luck, of prosperity. So if you have it, you'll feel very lucky. Things will come your way. You will attract all the good things. Citrine brings you success and joy. So if you're happy, you will most likely be successful. And if you are successful, then you're going to bring in more abundance into your life. And tiger's eye grounds you and helps you in making the right decision. So if you have a business and if you have a tiger's eye, it will help you with your decision making for you to be able to grab the opportunities that the green aventurine is bringing in, right? So pyrite again blocks out all negative energy and boosts self-worth and confidence. This is actually called fool's gold. So it has like a really strong energy and it really does attract abundance. And moss agate is a stone of growth. This is about so the green would remind you about planting seeds. It's very reminiscent of nature. So it's perfect for business if you want to expand or if you want to start it, right? So good affirmation is I effortlessly attract unlimited abundance. And manifestation, since I am a manifestation coach, I have added this in. So what these are the crystals that I use to attract all of the good things into my life. The green aventurine, as I said, brings you luck and prosperity. Garnet would help you with attraction. It's also power stone. If you want to attract something into your life, wear garnet. Sakura agate or cherry blossom agate is it's my favorite stone. So it has these little things that looks like flowers inside, and it will help you blossom into the person that you want to be. So it's very interesting how certain characteristics of the crystal would blend into its function. So yeah, so little flowers, it will blossom you to help you blossom to the person that you want to be. And of course, pyrite crystal, it's good for money and good luck. And blue apatite, it will help you step into your most authentic self. So when you are in your most authentic self, this would help you get what you truly want and what you want into your life because you'll be able to identify what you want for you. So a good affirmation for this is that everything is happening for me, right? So we're all good. So these are, we've just put together just a basic one. Of course, there's so many more crystals that you can explore and that you can have a look at. Some of the things that I like would be like labradorite. What else? What else do I have here? Fluorite. But these are some of the basic ones. I've just added just a few just to help you guys when aid with whatever you want to have in your life. Okay. Cleansing and storing crystals. So now that we've selected, we've been guided by intuition, we've bought our crystals, we've taken them home or ordered them in. So what the first thing that you would want to do is to cleanse them, right? Because crystals absorb energy, so it's necessary to occasionally cleanse and charge them because they are like a sponge and they soak up the reminiscences of your emotion or day. So if you're wearing a crystal, you go outside, when you go home, it's good to cleanse it so that it takes away all of the energies that you've taken from other people, from the places that you've been, and so that you don't carry it with you. Yes, so cleansing is necessary because it removes any dense or stale energy the crystal may have picked up in this environment or from you. So this also applies when you're buying crystals. You don't know, like, the delivery guys touched it, or whoever. If not your seller, maybe somebody else packed the crystals for you. So it's good to always just cleanse. And how do we cleanse? We cleanse by using sage, palo santo, or incense. This is called smoke cleansing. So you light them up and you swirl them around your crystals. And you could also say a prayer. You could also use this to cleanse your space. And you can say this phrase: into this smoke, I release all energies that do not serve me, all negativity that surrounds me, and all fears that limit me. So it is. If you're applying this for your crystals, then you can say, I release all the energies that have been picked up by my crystals, and I would like it to return to its original state, for whatever purpose it's meant to serve me, right? Another way of charging your crystals is through the moonlight. So the moon packs extra punch. Like full moon is nice to charge your crystals too, because its energy is very strong. So, but even if it's not a full moon, you can still charge it, but it's not going to mean to be as powerful. So you can take advantages. All you have to do is just leave the crystals under the moonlight overnight, right? And then you can use it the following day. Sound can be used. So the higher vibration from the singing bowls, bells will work to clear away any low vibrations charging onto the crystals. So you could use singing bowls, bells, drumming, or you could even just use sounds from YouTube. You can just place the crystals near to the source of the sound, and allow the high vibration sounds to wash over them. That should work too. And you could also do intention or energy channeling. So all you have to do is, this is very popular if you're into Reiki, or if you're, well, to be honest, you don't really need to know all of those things. It all just comes from your intention. So all you have to do is to use your hold your crystal in your dominant hand and imagine white light traveling from your energy center down to your arm into the crystal, and just imagine it being cleansing away all the negative energy of the stone. And also you can say, like, I release all of the negative energies from these crystals, and would like to program it to return to what it originally is to be used, or what originally its purpose is for me. Right. So depending on your energy levels, that would dictate how comfortable you would be with this what do you call this style, or with this kind of energy of cleansing. But you can totally use your intention to clear, and also to program your crystals for you. So remember, we've talked about setting affirmations and setting intentions. So that's how we program your crystal. So you can also say, I program my rose quartz to fill me with love. So, so you can program your crystals that way, right? So what we would want to do is to avoid cleansing. Oh, sorry, I thought it didn't move. Right, so avoid cleansing with sunlight, because the sun contains, even though it contains a lot of positive and uplifting energy, there are crystals that doesn't interact with the sun very well. So it would cause it to fade and lose their color. It might not impact the crystal's potency, but it just, it will make it fade, and maybe you'll not feel good about it. So some of the crystals that fade in the sun would be like amethyst, rose quartz, aventurine, calcite. So, and also the large pieces of quartz and other clear crystals can amplify the sun's rays, and it could cause fire if you leave it in the sunlight for too long. So I wouldn't recommend using sunlight to charge your crystals. Maybe you do, I mean, like if you're out in the sun, and that's fine, but just don't make a habit of it, right? Salt. So salt has great cleansing properties. Some people, they recommend burying your crystals in in salt for it to be cleansed, but sometimes it can damage your crystals when placed in direct contact with them. So using salt on crystals can lead to corrosion and also dulling of colors over time. So if you really want to use salt to cleanse the crystals, maybe you could do what we call like a double bowl. So you fill a bowl with salt, and you place a smaller bowl or glass on top of it, containing your crystals inside. And the salt will still draw out the negative energy without the risk of the crystal getting in contact with them, right? And then water. So stones ending with "ite," such as selenite, calcite, malachite, all of them will dissolve when they come into contact with moisture. So we avoid using that. Okay, so crystals FAQ. So we have put together some of the most common questions that we've been asked about crystals. So one, does size matter? So the size of the crystal won't affect the energy, but it will affect how strongly the stone vibrates and emits the energy. So for example, this would help you, if you look at the stone's energy, it will help you decide whether you want to be able to use it as a jewelry to wear it around you through the rest of the day, or if it's too big, then the impact of the vibrations of the crystal too might be too strong. So that way, it would be better to use it in your homes, right? So yes, you could use that in your home or office, in your desk, instead of it being in being big. So you could use small ones. Tumbles are really great. Bracelets are really great to carry around. It doesn't matter. But what's more important is that you connect with the stone, and so that you would be able to draw out the energy that you need for yourself. Right? Do shapes matter? So just like colors of the crystals. Let me just right. So just like the colors of the crystals, they convey unique meanings. So shapes doesn't really matter in the sense of the energy, but it would change the way you receive the energy. So for example, if you need a more grounding crystal, a cube shape might be good for you. It always depends on your preference. So a cube shape would be, it's more sort of like stable because it's cube, so it's equal on all sides. So you might feel more of a stability from this stone using that. For crystal, pyramids would be good for manifesting your desires because of the base. So you have like a solid base, so it acts as an anchor for your intention. And then spheres would give you like a more rounded feel, that you would be more connected to the energy because you can hold it and cup it into your hands. Tumbles are always good because then you could, they're travel friendly, and you can hold them anywhere, put them in your pocket, put them in your bag. So you can carry them anywhere. So every time you connect with them, that would actually be more helpful for you to tap into the crystal's energy, right? So it depends really on your intentions. And crystal points will help you direct the energy. So if you want to be super focused, you might want to look into having crystal points. And heart-shaped crystals are, though not naturally occurring, they're cut into, polished into shape. But then if you like hearts, then it can be for you. So yeah, so shapes matters and doesn't, if that makes sense. So it's basically up to you. Yeah. Right. And next, raw versus polished. So again, shape and form does not diminish the energy of the of the crystals, but it will affect how you connect with them. It's all still based on your preference. Like for me, I like both. Um, I do, but since I like feeling my crystals when I hold them, so I like the I also like raw quartz, the quartz stones. But I look for like smooth surfaces so that I can like run my fingers over it. So and then crystal jewelries versus loose crystals. This is based on your preference. It doesn't really matter. You can use the crystals however you want, however how often you want. You might want to just connect with them at the beginning of your day, at the end of your day, or you could also want to wear them throughout the day to remind you of your intentions. And if you feel that their energies connect with you more that way, that's fine too. Yeah. So, but I started looking into loose crystals for me personally because I only have two arms, so I can't possibly wear all my bracelets together, and that's when I decided I'm just gonna use both. So what I do is I have bracelets, I have my Selenite necklace, I have my bracelets, and I also have crystals in my bag. So and then can I combine crystals together? So absolutely. There's no limit to it, depends really on what your intention is. Like for example, for me, I like the combination. Like for my business, I usually have the combination of garnet, malachite, and aventurine that help me attract more clients into my business. I feel that. So I often use that, and sometimes I just match it with my clothes because, like for example, pinks are always nice, and light green aventurine, so it makes me feel calm during the day. So that's what I do. So, do you guys have any other questions before we move forward? So type it in the box below, in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. No questions. All right. So what we have is, before we go into the short meditation for with the crystals, what I would like to do is to invite you to some of our events that are upcoming. So at Empowerment Life Coaching, we do have the free Coach Fridays. We're starting that this Friday, wherein I can answer your questions about manifesting, mindsetting, aligning with your purpose. Thank you, Todd. And on December 10, 11, and 12, we do have the Manifesting and Abundance Weekend, where we can teach you how to manifest, bring into reality all the things that you want to have into your life. So it's a three-part series. So you will have the first day as a Manifesting 101. We'll give you practical tips and strategies to manifest. Day 2 would be to look into how to manifest when it's not happening for you. So when you've done all of the things that you wanted to do for day 1, it's still not happening. This is sort of like a troubleshooting day. So here we will look into your limiting beliefs, clearing blocks towards manifestation. And day 3, we will have an abundance mindset day, wherein we share tips and exercises that you can do in your daily life. So it's really going to be a fun class. So you can just register in our website for those. And then on December 17th, we're also hosting a free webinar on breaking free with Jen and Aleli. And on, when is this? January, we will have the Fear, Trauma, and Emotional Healing Weekend, also with Jen and Aleli. Todd, how are you connected to source? What do you mean? How we're connected to source if you're using crystals? Well, you just need to meditate and connect to God for that. Yeah. All right. So yes. So it's not January. It's December 17th is the webinar, and the Emotional Healing Weekend. Ooh, sorry, I think this is January, but we do have the early bird until December 15th. And on Sundays, we are also starting our spiritual Sundays with Carice, and she will be, I think, leading some card. Okay, so Todd asked the questions. How are you? What do you receive? I think you're asking how we connect to receive what we want. So yeah, so what we do is we basically just connect to God through meditation and God's source, universe through meditation, and we ask them. So when we do the meditation later on, we'd be able to do that. So hey guys, if you have your crystals ready, I invite you to take them so that we can use that for the meditation later. And how often do we clean crystals? You can clean crystals as much as you want. Like if you are um, say if you use it a lot, then I would say if possible to use to cleanse every day or every other day. But if it's just sitting in your home, maybe you can do once a week. It depends on you. Wow, I have a table full of crystals. Well, you can choose which ever you want to use for the meditation. So for example, it depends on your intention. If you are intending to, I don't know, be more prosperous or something like that. If you're aiming for abundance, maybe you can pick out green aventurine or pyrite. If you want to bring love into your life, then maybe we can work with a rose quartz later on for the meditation. Or if you want to bring in more joy into your life, then maybe we can look into citrine. See what calls out to you. And yeah. Which one are you? Which one do you want? Maybe you can let me know so I can guide you to select which one you can use. Right. So celestite is a crystal that is used to connect with more intuition, more about for angels. So it's a good calming energy. You could connect with your higher self with the celestite. So yeah. Right. Anything else? So are you guys ready? Do you want to um, do you have your crystals with you already? So for this manifestation meditation, what I would want you to do is to think about what you want to bring into your life, and also to think about hmm, let's think about like a place of abundance, right? So when I say a place of abundance, it means like when you think of that place, you will feel that you are abundant, that you are surrounded by abundant energy. So it could be anything. Um, is this like astral meditation or something different? No, it's not astral meditation. It's just connecting and meditation for manifestation. So this is just we're just gonna ask for what we want and bring it into our lives energetically, right? So um, we would want to think about a place of abundance. So what we would want to do is so this place of abundance is a place where and you would feel that you feel very rich in this place, or you feel that you're surrounded by richness. So it could be, I don't know, the sea, the beach, or because then you feel, or underwater, then you feel that, if you see all the corals, the beautiful fish, you feel that, you're surrounded by abundant nature. It could be a forest, it could be a buffet, So will the plane work? Yes, yes. So yeah, so if you feel that you are abundant in the plane, then that could work as well. So yeah. So it could be anything. So it's either your place of abundance or your happy place. Todd, is it wise to give in meditation instead of receiving? Yeah, it's you could do anything that you want. Yes, you can give energies in meditation. You can send love during meditation. You know, it's all about what your intention is. So you don't always have to receive. You can also give gratitude during meditation. So yeah, right. So are you guys ready? Okay. So now you have your stones in your hand. What I would want you to do is to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, right? And we're gonna do an inhale and an exhale, another inhale and another exhale, another inhale and an exhale. Now closing your eyes, I want you to imagine a white ball of light entering the top of your head and going through your body. So it's going to go through your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your stomach, your root chakra, your legs, down to the soles of your feet. Now I want you to imagine going into your place of abundance or your happy place. Imagine that you're there. Imagine that you are, sitting in your happy place, looking at the things that makes you happy and makes you feel great and makes you feel abundant, right? And in the space that you are in this abundant place that you are in, what I would want you to do is to think about something that you are grateful for. So we give thanks for this thing that we are grateful for. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to imagine having your intentions come true. Whatever it is you're wishing for, imagine that you are in it right now, that you are living it, that you have it. So if it's like, a new car, a new house, imagine getting inside a new house. What does it look like? What does it feel like? So imagine that, feel it, feel this beautiful energy of getting what you want, of receiving what you've asked for. Okay, so once you are in the space, if you're feeling good about it, right? So you feel it, that you have it, it feels wonderful. I now invite you to take 2 deep breaths, right? Inhale this new reality that you have in your life right now. Bring it all into your heart and exhale it. Take another deep breath. And what I want you to do is to blow out into your crystal as you wish that you have it in your life right now. Blow it into your crystal. If you don't have crystal, you can blow it into your hands, right? And then close your hands over the crystals and say, I have this in my life now. Thank you. It is done. It is done. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. So tell me how that feels, guys. How's that? Very good. Were you able to imagine what you wanted, Mare? Good. That's great. That's good that you're feeling happy. So yeah, so if you would be able to do this little exercise every day, you would be able to, bring this, you'll be able to manifest this into your life. So if you, visualize what you want every day, then you'd be able to achieve it. Yeah. Because then you're raising your vibration to match what you want. So imagine your happy place, your abundance place. Imagine and then be thankful for whatever you have right now, and then you can make your wish. All right. And that concludes our webinar. If you have any more questions, please don't be shy. Oh, would you be able to take, we would like to request everybody to take, if you would be willing to open your cameras so that we can take a little picture together. That would be wonderful. Cool. Right. Ready, everybody. Cool. Thank you so much, everybody. Nice to see all of you. Nice to see your beautiful faces. Right. Okay, so everybody smile. And there you go. All right. Thank you. Is there any other question that you would like to ask? Anything that we didn't cover that you're interested in with crystals? Please feel free. You can also, unmute and talk if you want to. Right? So all good? Yeah. All right. So thank you very much for joining. If you're shy and if you do have more questions, please do send us a message. We'd be happy to answer them for you. And yes, so we will be, we've taken in all of the IG handles of those who are qualified for the raffle. So Crystal Secrets would be hosting that later on. They will post it into their stories, and we will post the winner in our stories as well. So watch out for that in just a couple of hours. Yeah. Cool. All right. So thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you for joining us. It's been fun to have chat with you guys about crystals. Thank you, Namita. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Regina.